Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? It's your boy Domuto. We're back with another video. Today we're watching What If Goku Turned Ultra Instinct Early? This is by MajorDragon, and the last video did pretty good, so I'm going to continue the story. The person that recommended me this said the wrong creator. Quick little accident, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? But this video did well, so I'm like, fuck it, let's keep watching it, you know what I'm saying? And Uncle Jokes, let's do another story. That's not we're gonna do the same story with a different YouTuber. Let's do a different story, Uncle Jokes. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Alright. So we're gonna watch part 3 and part 4. And let's get into it.
Ultra Instinct and even his son with pure rage unlock the Super Saiyan 2 transformation as they now live in peace, as it has been now 7 years, but a new threat arises.
It has been 7 years since the defeat of Cell. As the Z-Fighters now has had peace, Goku even having another child with Chi-Chi shortly after, naming him Goten. As Gohan was going to high school at this point, yes, he would still soon become the Great Saiyan Man, and also Gohan and Goten are much stronger than the original. Because remember, Gohan would be studying, but with Goku there, he would make sure that Gohan kept his training up and more, as Gohan would also have the mood to start training because his father's there, and he wants to make sure that something like Cell never happens again. Same with Goten.
Cap.
Remember, Goten now has a training partner, as he was training with Chi-Chi, and he was very powerful, and with Gohan, now he has his father, who he trains with 24/7 all the time, so Goten is a lot more powerful. So both Goten and Gohan would have Super Saiyan, and Gohan would also have full control of Super Saiyan 2. Goten would not have Super Saiyan 2, just throwing that out there, he's too young. Maybe when he's like 11 like Gohan, he might get it. But the downside is with Goku now being there, he doesn't know the fusion dance, nor does he have Super Saiyan 3. Because during the 7-year time, Goku has gotten a lot better at self-movement as well. He can now do it with a lot of difficulty. He can access Ultra Instinct. As this is the second time, and plus with 7 years of training constantly, as he starts to figure out how to do it, it's still an extremely difficult form. And it's something that he would rarely use, very rare, and it's extremely difficult for him to access. He has to be pushed pretty far to the limit to then be able to access the form. So no, it's not something that you can just turn off and on, and he hasn't mastered it. He has mastered Super Saiyan 2, so, along with Vegeta as well. So the tournament would also play out the same. Vegeta would then get the same numbers as Goku, as obviously both were excited, but not as excited as the original. Because they've already fought all the time throughout the 7 years and trained together. Since Goku is alive, the other fights will go on about normal until Supreme Kai would fight
Pull
Piccolo,
up on him,
who just walked off as Piccolo was terrified. Then Videl, who was nearly killed by Spopovich, Gohan then fights Kibito Kai, who then shows his full power in Super Saiyan 2. Shocking the Kais, as Supreme Kai holds the other fighters back, Gohan would then suddenly have his energy stolen as they escape with it. As they fly away, Supreme Kai explains who he was in the issue with a creature named Majin Buu. They arrive as they easily dispatch of the foes such as Pui and Yakon.
No, let's be when Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2 against Kibito, that shit was fucking fire. I ain't gonna cap. That transformation scene was fire as fuck. I don't know what the that shit was clean.
They were nothing to him, and since Goku and Vegeta,
the animation, I don't know what the fuck they was on that day. It was fire.
Yeah, there's no chance either way. Babidi was scared as he would try to take over Vegeta, but it didn't work this time. Just remember, Vegeta, the only reason Vegeta would let Babidi take control of him
is he wanted to fight Goku.
Yeah. But this time, they're pretty much dead even, and Vegeta has kind of killed off the pride of Goku, and he accepts that Goku is the better. Because remember, they've been together for 7 years. No, not dating, but they've been together for 7 years, training constantly. So it's not like, you know, Goku is only here for less than a day and this is Vegeta's last shot ever to fight Goku. Not true. So they would try and take over Vegeta. Vegeta, the transformation would go very similar to what happened, but this time he wouldn't be taken over. He would be fighting it, and he would turn Super Saiyan and beat Babidi. Now, Babidi, with no other options, would then send out Dabura, who Dabura's in some trouble. So Dabura's dead. There's no chance of him being defeated. Gohan was there as well, as the same thing as the original. He would go Super Saiyan 2, and then this fight would go much different. None of the fighters, aka Krillin and Piccolo, would turn into stone, as Dabura was fighting a much stronger Gohan and much more skilled Gohan. But with his
they turned to stone before they got there, though.
Plus
before they fought
as well, from Dabura getting hits on Gohan, Majin Buu would be born still. And then after a short little goofy thing, he would then instantly turn and attack Dabura, turning him into this massive candy bar or chocolate bar. I forget what it was. And
chocolate bar.
Gohan would then go on the offense as he would attack Fat Buu or Majin Buu. But Majin Buu was far too powerful. He would do better than the original, but still, Majin Buu was too powerful for him. He would defeat Gohan.
Right.
And he left with Babidi to cause chaos around the planet, as they thought that Gohan died. But luckily, he was brought to the Supreme Kai world to be healed and was trained to kill Buu. By the time that Goku and Vegeta would be at the lookout, they were running low on options. They needed to use the Dragon Balls to bring back Gohan. So Goku and Vegeta will buy Goten and Trunks enough time to get the radar, as Goku and Vegeta meet Majin Buu and then begin their fight. Both being in Super Saiyan 2 working together, they prove a good match against Buu, and it was enough time for them to get Goten and Trunks to the lookout, as they tell Buu to give them a few days. A true fighter will come and give him lots of fun, as obviously Buu would be, "Hey, Daddy!" and he would be very excited. So he would obviously wait for the few days, telling Babidi off. Now, the fight goes down, as then Goku and Vegeta would then work with Goten and Trunks, and then they would get the Dragon Balls to then wish Gohan back. But as the Dragon came out, the Dragon said no, Gohan is still alive. So luckily, the Supreme Kai appeared, and then they would bring them and Vegeta to the other world. Amazed by the landscape, they see Gohan was there in the Kai outfit, training with the Z sword. As they want to show it off, they throw a cube of Kaichin, I don't remember the metal, which breaks the sword. Shocking them, as then Elder Kai out of the sword, sealed, being broken. So after the introduction, they explain the situation with Majin Buu, as Supreme Kai would offer them the fusion with the Potara earrings. Now obviously Vegeta would instantly say not a chance, but Goku would hold on to them just in case they need it as a trump card. Gohan was then getting his potential unlocked by the Elder Kai, as Goku has an idea to let Goten and Trunks fight the Majin Buu. Of course, he wants to know that Goten and Trunks can have fun, and also to teach them so they can be the next generation of fighters, because as Goku knows, if him and Vegeta fused, Elder Kai stated that the Majin Buu would have absolutely zero chance. Goku wants the boys to have fun, so the Supreme Kai would be very angered, but for plot reasons, Elder Kai would say that the Potara only lasts for about an hour, but it's the strongest fusion around. As they would go back to Earth, they would get Goten and Trunks explaining their situation, as then they put the earrings on, and they were pulled together as they are fused, creating Trunkton. The Potara was stated to be stronger advanced, as both can easily go Super Saiyan 2, and in their fused state, they can even turn Super Saiyan 2. As both their fathers have unlocked it, and they
this is crazy. I do want to see what is shit called? Trunks.
They put up a really good
Trunkton,
fight, having the upper hand the whole time in battle. But as Babidi would have been killed, as Buu having
Trunkton,
and would then overpower Goten, because remember, Majin Buu just heals the entire time, and they would be goofing around, messing around with Fat Buu. So in return, their fusion would defuse. But at this point, Majin Buu doesn't care anymore. Majin Buu had his fun, and there's no Babidi telling him what to do, so he would peacefully go. So Hercule at that point would also go befriend him, and obviously he would try and kill Fat Buu first. Obviously they then become really good friends, as then, sadly, assassins come to shoot them and kill Majin Buu.
Blah blah blah, right.
Him and their small dog, I don't remember the name, got killed, and sadly Majin Buu snapped. I mean beyond snapped. Then evil Buu appeared. And after a small battle, he absorbed Majin Buu, becoming Super Buu. As they would find out, Trunkton fuses again, turning Super Saiyan 2, and the fight would be on. They seem pretty equal in power now, but Buu tricks them. As remember, Buu is very intelligent, even though he acts kind of goofy sometimes. But he's very intelligent, and he uses absorption to his final tactic. Since the battle's not really going anywhere, he would soon absorb Trunkton, as his power was terrifying. At that point now, Ultimate Gohan would now be ready as he appears in Goku's outfit. He was far stronger than before, and in the original, he was able to overpower Super Buu alongside Goku and Vegeta helping as well. Now Buu, as an act of deep desperation, he would absorb Vegeta and Gohan and Goku. Goku formed a ki barrier around himself just in time before they were all absorbed. As now Goku was inside of Buu's body, Goku would find his way to the fighters who were absorbed. As Super Buu fights him inside, Goku has no choice, and he turns on Ultra Instinct for a short moment as he punches Super Buu away and cut all the cocoons as he flies out just in time. As they all awaken, all free, as Majin Buu reverts back to normal Super Buu, he would then be screaming in agony as he becomes Kid Buu. Now remember, we know Kid Buu is weaker than Super Buu, but stronger than Fat Buu, so all four of them would fight Kid Buu. The fight would be very one-sided, and the fight would be over, as they would all shoot a final attack, a Kamehameha, Final Flash, Masenko. Kid Buu was absolutely destroyed, and then peace was restored once again to the universe, as the Supreme Kai would thank them dearly for saving the universe. But, unknowing to them, unknown planet, very far away, a cat-looking creature would then sneeze in his sleep as he was awakening very, very
No, not
Last
Beerus.
time on What Ifs, after 7 years apiece, the Z Fighters joined the World Tournament. But then, the Supreme Kai told them of an evil Majin, and after a grueling battle, Majin Buu was then destroyed, as peace was once again restored, until a new godly foe has now arrived.
Versus Super Saiyan
On
God.
a strange planet, a cat-looking being waked up as it was none other than Beerus himself, the god of destruction of Universe 7. As Beerus would then wake up, he would tell Whis of a dream of fighting this so-called Super Saiyan god, a mortal that could be a perfect rival to him. As he would then ask the Saiyans who are left, Whis explains that there are only 5 Saiyans currently after Frieza destroyed planet Vegeta. But one Saiyan was able to defeat Frieza with an odd power. As Beerus asked where was the Saiyan, and he was said he was at King Kai's planet training. As they prepare and go, Goku was training with King Kai, as then Beerus appeared. After meeting Goku, he showed him Super Saiyan 1 and 2, as Beerus was pretty impressed. He was a pretty powerful mortal. The fight was very short. Beerus knocked Goku out within 2 blows, as then Beerus would head to go see the other Saiyans at Earth, as it was Bulma's 38th birthday party, as they were told of Beerus.
38,
Beerus
alright.
was terrifying. Vegeta, terrified as well, would then try and do everything that he could to make Beerus happy and not anger him, as that would then cause the absolute destruction of Earth. It would cut
True.
to Majin Buu eating his pudding, which the events would play out the same, as Beerus would want it, but then after a short little scuffle, he would be very enraged. Beerus raged, and then he would easily defeat the Z Fighters who tried to stop him. As then, Trunk Tin would actually fare a little better than Gotenks would, but he would still get spanked by Beerus and then thrown into the water. And then now Gohan, remember, is still training. He has slowed down, being a little, being with Videl, but he does keep it up to not slack off, as he does better than even Super Saiyan 3 Goku would have done. But in the end,
Got his ass whooped
still not
still.
be
Don't
defeated
matter.
with ease. Vegeta, with no other choice, he would burst into Super Saiyan 2 attacking Beerus, but to no avail. He could not match him. As then, Bulma would arise up and she would slap Beerus, which then Beerus will return by slapping her back, making Vegeta even stronger than Goku in pure rage, saying, "Why did you hurt my Bulma?" Then he would shoot a Gallic gun right at Beerus full force, as then the smoke cleared. Beerus wasn't even phased. Now, right before Beerus was about to destroy the Earth, Goku then arrived, telling Beerus to wait for a little bit for them to use the Dragon Balls to get him the Super Saiyan God that he's wanted. After some thought, Beerus allows it, and him and Whis would sit there and eat food like usual, orgasming over about how great it is. Then they would summon Shenron, who would explain the backstory of the Super Saiyan God. After one failed attempt, Videl said that she was pregnant with Pan. So after 6 total Saiyans does the ritual, Goku would rise in the
And
air.
then Gohan be
He
fucking.
would then appear, losing a little bit of weight and having red hair, as he would then become the Super Saiyan God. Having God Ki now, the fight would go pretty much the exact same with Beerus, as Goku was on the same power as he was now. But Goku at this point, they would be trading blows back and forth, as Goku would then joke and say he was only using 80% of his power himself, making Beerus mad, who says he will show a little bit more of his power. As then they kept on trading blows, even the fight would take place all over the planet as it would fly into space. Goku would then start losing his Super Saiyan God power, as Beerus was annoyed that the fight had to end so soon, but Goku wasn't finished. As he fights in Super Saiyan, landing even a few hits, Goku throws a full power Kamehameha at him as Beerus blocked it with ease. As the beam cleared, Beerus was smirking as he then formed a sphere of destruction as he throws it at Goku. And now at this point, Goku would lose his Super Saiyan form and then the ball would explode. Goku with no other option needs to use his trump card. Goku stood there as he was now
Ultra Instinct.
Beerus was shocked at this, and even Whis sensed it and left his chair appearing in the battlefield to see this. As Beerus doesn't know what this is, he charged in to attack Goku, but Goku would easily dodge the attack, punching Beerus away, as Goku's new power was far beyond anything his Super Saiyan God was. But Beerus is noticing that aura and that movement. Whis confirms it, saying that the mortal unlocked Ultra Instinct, as it would shock Beerus and even Whis. Whis was shocked since he's never seen a mortal ever who could use the skill of the angels with no training or anything.
Right.
But Goku was wasting no more time. He would run in attacking Beerus, as currently Goku was not stronger than Beerus. He's not stronger than Beerus currently, but he kept on dodging Beerus's attack, and he was keeping up with him far better than he was before, as Beerus was in more shock than anything, as he's never fought a person with a mortal that has Ultra Instinct before. But as Beerus would then show more of his power, even having Hakai energy around him, Beerus would then form a Hakai ball of energy and throw it at Goku, hoping that this would do something. Goku would catch the ball, struggling with everything that he has. He was able to throw it right back at Beerus, surprising him, as Goku, using all of his power, would throw a final punch as Beerus rushes in as well. They would hit each other in the face. Very similar to when Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Frieza, after when Frieza came back, back from Baba, and they hit each other in the face.
I remember that.
It would be almost exactly like that. As both were stunned, Beerus would wipe his mouth, smiling, as this was a fight he's been really wanting. Goku was then out of his Ultra Instinct. His stamina finally gave away. He was knocked out cold. As Beerus would then catch him and bring him down, Beerus had a smirk the entire time. He then apologizes to Bulma and the others as well. But he was amazed by Goku's power, so he will let the planet live because of Goku. The fact that the planet had the best food as well, yeah, Beerus would obviously keep the planet, and the fact that Goku has Ultra Instinct, there's no way that Beerus would destroy that. It would kill all of his fun. He's bored anyway. So they would say their goodbyes, as Goku would then soon go back to farming as usual. Vegeta was able to soon, after the months passed, get Whis to take him there. Remember when he did that thing with like the eggs, and he was trying to cook ramen for him, and he was trying to like persuade Whis? Pretty much the same exact thing happens. As Vegeta was tired of Goku surpassing him, especially with his Ultra Instinct power, if that angel already knows what it is and everything, maybe there's another technique even better. Because whatever Goku can do, Vegeta can do better, in his mind. So Vegeta would then go with Whis, and he would then do the grueling training for months on end. As sooner or later, Goku would find out, as Whis would actually personally go to Goku. This is when the story changes a little bit. As you remember before, Goku was begging Whis, begging him constantly for him to be trained. But Whis, now knowing that he has Ultra Instinct, Whis would want to train him himself. So Whis would personally find Goku, and everybody knows Goku. He would not turn that down. He would instantly go with Whis after dealing with Chi-Chi trying to arm lock him and trying to beat him up. He would escape. Now would Gohan go? No, Gohan is not going, because remember, Videl is going to be having Pan, and Gohan does not want to leave his wife like that. So no, Gohan is not getting the Whis training. Maybe in a different what if though. But after a comical scene with Goku figuring out that Vegeta was there, as they're both wearing aprons and dealing with Beerus, sleeping, giving him tuna fish to try and like change his sheets. But it would be very grueling training, very difficult, and they would be learning how to access God Ki. As Whis would mainly focus with Goku, first getting God Ki situated, but he would mainly focus with Goku on his Ultra Instinct, as Goku's already gotten the hang of it in a way. But with Vegeta's trying to follow his own path of power. So after the 2 years have passed, Goku at this point would now be able to control Ultra Instinct to where he can access the form. But Whis wants him to go further, but no, Goku does not have mastered Ultra Instinct yet.
He got Omen.
He's now figuring out how to turn in Ultra Instinct Omen by himself without having to push his limit or having the nasty side effect. But the stamina drain still does take a toll on him, so it's not something that he can just have on like a Super Saiyan form. He also does have access to Super Saiyan God again. Now, along with Vegeta, Vegeta does have Super Saiyan God now because he's been training with Whis, and he also has Super Saiyan Blue. Goku does not have Super Saiyan Blue in the story because he would be way too busy training with Whis on getting Ultra Instinct situated, as that would be his next level of power to use.
I'm saying to a motherfucker, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all see the arms? Tired.
He wants his own power. He'll find a way to surpass Goku his own way. So Vegeta would very quickly get Super Saiyan Blue, and he's gonna even see if he can maybe get a further form than even this. Maybe something to evolve Super Saiyan Blue. But that's for a later what if. As then, back on Earth, a small group of Frieza soldiers would then use the Dragon Balls to revive Frieza. As Frieza notices how rusty he was,
how far are we? I ain't gonna lie.
And also considering that he was told that Goku defeated Majin Buu, he knows that he would need to train for a little while. But Frieza, out of hell now, is very angry, and then he will be training to bring his revenge on the Saiyans.
I think that's part 3 and part 4. Yeah. So it's interesting how the story would change if Goku had Ultra Instinct. Man, it's pretty interesting. I think it changed a lot, man. He'll just fucking one shot everybody, pretty much. All the enemies he fought in the head, but can't wait to see the next few parts, man, coming up, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You like my reaction. Become a member if you want, you know what I'm saying? And I'll catch you next time. Peace.